Hey everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new here, my name is Jasleen, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So I'm a bit late to doing this video, so I usually do a first impressions type of video of the new collections for Chanel as they appear on their website and app. And so this time the 2021 or 21A Metiers collection did get released, I believe, on the 8th of June. And you know, their photos are online, and I'll talk about the online structuring and all that. So I am a bit late. I usually do it a little bit earlier, but I think, hey, why not just do it? Because it is interesting. There's a lot of changes this collection, as we all know. So we've just began to reopen here in Ontario, and it coincided with a Friday, coincided with beautiful weather, and coincided with a launch date, and also a lot of seasonal sales at many stores. People have been posting online some crazy deals that they're getting, which is really, really cool. But I avoided that whole, you know, situation because there's a lot of crowds, and you know, I just don't like shopping when there's a lot of crowds. But for entertainment, it's fine. But I'm not gonna get anything done if I'm gonna be standing in line. So I try to avoid it, and perhaps I'll go in a couple of days, maybe when I take some of the items that I want to have altered. So for my ready-to-wear items, I think I have one or two that I might get altered, so I will be taking those in, and I'll take you along with me if I can. So then I'll get to know what more is in boutique. So every time there's a collection launch on the app or on the website, not everything that is available in the collection is going to be on the website. It's usually quite a subset. There are items that are in boutique that you'd never see online on their website. Thanks to Instagram and social media, we can follow different accounts, and people are sharing photos from their boutiques, so you get to know of certain items that are available. The Metiers collection is usually one of my favorites because of its opulence. I really love a lot of the details, a lot of the, you know, gems that they use, beadwork. There's like a gold. It's very fancy, it's very luxe, and I really love that. But that being said, with all that opulence, you're gonna have higher prices for a lot of their costume jewelry and ready-to-wear items. I've been bitten by the ready-to-wear bug. As you can see, this is actually a sale item, and I'm still not fully into ready-to-wear. It's more sale stuff that I've been after, so I'm not like quite up there where I'm buying like the current collection ready-to-wear. I'm not that sort of client, so, but I'd love to see, and some of the prices online are pretty scary for those items, so you know, I'll just admire from afar. So Virginie Viard, it has been really, really great with coming out with pieces that are really practical and colors that are wearable, colors that we've been all asking for, like a lot of neutrals, pastels, and things like that. So it's really nice that there's great colors in this collection. So as you know, there has been a very long anticipated caramel color after all the hype with 21P. There is a caramel color in this collection, which I'm not really a fan of, even when I saw the swatch of it. When I saw the swatch of it, I was hoping that perhaps it's not an accurate depiction of the color, and maybe I'd like it more in person. For a bag, I'm not a fan of the color. It's a pumpkin color. It's more of a burnt caramel. It is a very rich color, and I know some people would really like it. So for instance, my husband really likes that color. He thinks it's, you know, really unique, and he loves that on leather. I see that more of a Loewe or Hermes color, not so much on Chanel bags, but anyway. So some people might like that. They have like a beautiful raspberry dark pink color, which I thought would be more red, and yes, it is more on the red side, but it's a beautiful raspberry color, so it is really nice. And they also have like a light pink, which is supposed to be very similar to the 21C Rose Claire, as well as a beautiful dark beige as well. And of course, there's a beautiful dove gray for this collection, which a lot of people have been going crazy for. One thing to bear in mind is with the new collection, a lot of the bags are not going to have the authenticity card. So we did a discussion on this before. A lot of people have. And a couple of weeks ago, I was doing like a curbside pickup, and my sales associate had mentioned to me that they're going to come out with the new bags, the classic flaps and other bags, as well as wallets on chain. Will have the new plaque with the serial code on it. No sticker, no authenticity card. Small leather goods will have a sticker and authenticity card for now because they haven't implemented it yet. But apparently these little plaques are not scannable. and it's a little bit confusing because some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. If you follow Claire Banks on Instagram, she did an Instagram story where she was showing the tag of the bag. Now, we don't normally get the tags when we buy our bags, but on the tag it said RFID with like this echo symbol. And she said that on tags before they never had it. So I'm not sure what's going on. I think we'll get more information, but for now they're not scannable. So it's a little bit of like a bummer because people were excited about that, but they got rid of the authenticity cards. I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it, but I'm hoping that people don't think that the newer bags are inferior by any means, because people are going to still buy new bags. Like, trust me, they will. But I feel as though like consignment will take advantage of that and play with people's minds that they need to have an authenticity card for a bag to be authentic. And we've already discussed that in the last video. Authenticity cards don't mean anything. The serial number is what's most important, and that it links up with the Chanel database. And if you're going to authenticate an item, professional authenticators do not pay attention to the card as much because they can be replicated. So they look at the characteristics of the bag, characteristics of the season, they look at the craftsmanship, stitching, and all those things to authenticate a bag. So don't worry so much about that, and don't let anybody tell you that you should be paying more of a premium for a bag just because it comes with an authenticity card. Got it? Good. So the entire fashion show I was incredibly impressed with. It was hosted in the Château de Chenonceau, and from some of you that have told me who live in France or are French and are very familiar with French history, there were a lot of Renaissance touches to the show, and a lot of the motifs were borrowed from that period. And this chateau, which is a castle, was home to a lot of pretty powerful women throughout history. So I thought that was really, really cool. And the fact that they had like the leggings, and they had like just a lot of motifs from like knights and all that, like with like the chain armor, just very, very luxe. And you know, costume jewelry, the ready-to-wear, even before I was bitten by the ready-to-wear bug, I was like, I really love the ready-to-wear just because of a lot of the embroidery and just like the gem work and all that. It was super, super beautiful. It was a little bit weird because it was socially distanced, and the face of the campaign is Kristen Stewart, so she's sitting in the hallway by herself and just clapping as the models went by. So, you know, I think hopefully things will change and we'll have full-fledged fashion shows. But that was the whole idea behind the collection. So another thing is with the website and the app. Okay, so a lot of people were saying for the last couple of months that the website has been very hard to navigate. Now, I don't normally go to the website to look at the collection. I just look on my mobile app. So people have said that they've taken off all the prices. They don't have the bags, like all of the bags on the site. You can't easily click on collection and then there will be bags. And they'll have, like, let's say if you search for a classic flap, they'll have really blown up the images of classic flaps from seasons past, or maybe this season, but nothing specific to the collection. So it's really, really hard and cryptic to navigate. But at the time when I looked at the app, it was fairly straightforward. You click on the collection, there you go, everything's there. In the last couple of months, what I've noticed is that when you click on the collection, say handbags, you'll look at it and it'll have, you know, the items there, but it'll also have a few items trickling in from seasons past. And then you have a deja vu moment. You're like, I don't think this is part of this collection. I've seen this before. So I'm not sure if the app or the website is still a work in progress. Let's see how it all pans out. But for now, I can go onto the app and do these things for you. So in boutiques, so clicking on in boutiques, and I know these are just stunning pictures, but going all the way down on the app. So here, discover the collection. Let's just go to handbags, because I mean, a lot of people are interested. Oh, this jacket is just absolutely stunning and very expensive. But let's try to see what, see, like, this is what it is. You have to really like scroll, and I don't know how the desktop site is, but see, you can click on see all handbags. So the first bag is a satin bag. It's got that checkered pattern. Its price is available on request. That means that it's going to be super expensive. I'm not quite certain about the beadwork on. I'm pretty sure it's sewn on pretty securely, but this is a silk bag, and it is a special edition bag. They have that plaque inside that with the maiden stamp. Now, Some bags, yes, that are not special edition, such as the Chanel 19, do have that plaque, but typically with special limited edition bags, they do that exclusively. So, but you know, Chanel changes things. But yeah, I'm not really a fan. The mini flap bag, this is actually kind of nice with the big brooch detail on the front. That closure, it's not a snap closure, but it's encrusted with like diamantes, and it's in velvet. It's very, very luxe. There's no pocket on the back. I think that's really nice, and it's pretty reasonable for Chanel standards, okay? The next bag, my sales associate has sent me a picture of this, that they're getting this. This is a mini reissue, and mini reissues are very popular just because it's got the 4 grommets and it's got the hardware. Some people don't like the reissue period because it doesn't have a CC logo, but for people who love the reissue, they love the reissue. This one's really special. It's velvet and it has all this embroidery on it, and for some people who are, you know, pretty fixated about the logo, you have little CCs everywhere. Like you can, like they're everywhere. Like you, if you wanted to know, like you know, right? But the thing is that this is also almost $13,000 before tax. So it's expensive. So people were expecting that these bags would be the same sort of price point as the pearl bag from 19S, which everybody went crazy for. The reason why people went really crazy for that bag is because it was under $5,000 for an all embellished bag, despite being made out of satin, and the structure is terrible on that. If you see people who had them for the last, you know, little bit, that they're kind of like wonky because of the structure, but people still love them. But the only reason why that was popular is because of the price point. Now, they have had pearl bags for, I think, last Metiers collection. That was also 12 grand. And nobody bought it. Still trickling around in boutiques. So I'm not sure like if these will fly off the shelves. As you can see on the bottom, they also have like other like you know, embellished bags. This is a little bit better in price, but you know, they've got tweeds and all that, and this, of course the tweed is a little bit better. This is actually quite nice in the dark pink tweed with hints of blue. Really, really nice. So this shearling bag I saw a photo of from the boutique. I think it's really cute. I mean, I personally wouldn't buy it because, I mean, let's face it, I don't need more bags, but there's a really nice comfortable back pocket. I'm assuming long shoulder strap, very season specific, very, very, like, it's that checkerboard floor, you know, pattern there, but it's not so, like, geometric will make you go dizzy. These shopping bags, again, very expensive, definitely more of a collector's piece. I probably wouldn't buy something like this. I can certainly appreciate the vision behind it and the craftsmanship behind it, but not something that I would purchase. I'm pretty sure like my rings and stuff will get, like, you know, caught in the little holes there. This looks like a mess. It's a contraption. I don't understand the logistics of this bag. And I feel like my hands would get caught as I'm trying to get into the bag from that top, like the mesh. Those holes are pretty big. I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely not the client that would get this. Perhaps like an avid collector would get it. Another classic handbag in like this gray wool, which is interesting. It's wool, and then it has all this embellishment. It's very, very pretty. I mean, I'm sure up close, like you can't do it justice. Like with just photos, it will glisten and shine. Again, expensive, price upon request, so we all know what that means. This shopping bag, again, not something I would purchase, but yeah, this is really pricey for a silk bag, but I guess it's limited edition, so and very unique to the collection. So I'm sure an avid collector would love that. So the bowling bags are pretty cute too, in the velvet with the camellias and all that. That looks pretty comfortable to use. But let's go down to some things that I think would make a great purchase. So these flap bags, now they have little card holders with this strap. They have this flap bag, and I think they have a larger version. Price point is great for a Chanel bag that looks pretty classic. It's in calfskin, smooth calfskin. It's got the antique brushed gold hardware. Extra large turn lock. There's no pocket on the back on this, but it has an adjustable strap. Now I'm not sure how this adjustable strap works because you can weave it through and you've got these little balls on the end that are stoppers. But let's say if you want to shorten the bag, how does the strap stay and not slide out is my question. So hopefully if I'm able to see this sort of mechanism in boutique, then I'll get a better idea. But it looks as though it's supposedly adjustable. The only thing with these type of bags, you got to keep in mind that anything that kind of curves in, similar to the Dior Diorama and the Chanel boy bag. Also the Chanel Sweet Classic flap from, I think, last season or 2 seasons ago. The bag, that bag looks bigger than the interior compartment. So just bear in mind that the bag is going to look bigger than what it can fit, but I think it's going to be pretty easy to use. I think this comes in like white, it comes in dark pink, or this, there's also a burgundy color for this collection too. Next bag is this mini flap bag. I think this is really nice. I don't know how big this is, but it has that chunky top handle, the chain with the pearls, which is really nice, and a long strap, oversized hardware, pocket on the back. There's 2 compartments inside. It's calfskin, smooth calfskin. It's black. I think this is a really great bag and pretty reasonable by Chanel standards. This flap bag, I saw the velvet one. That's really, really cute. This also comes in leather. Obviously, it's going to be more expensive because there's like this strass detail on the chain, and you know, it's got that black inside. So, you know, I mean, not something I'd buy because for it's more of an evening bag. So I don't know if I'd buy that. This classic bag, again, embellished, very opulent, very, very pretty. These type of bags, like, you really have to see them in person to do it any justice. Like, you can't get the whole depth of it in just photos. But beautiful. I would love to add in an embellished bag to my collection, a classic flap, but we'll have to see about the price point. Not a fan of this checkerboard classic handbag. I know it's a special edition. They also have the set of 4 minis. They've done this again. Very, very expensive for what it is. I think last time I checked, these were about 36,000 USD, but it's really, really neat how they made a classic flap a miniature, and they made like the hardware really small but scaled down. I think that's really, really cool. 19 in tweed, if anybody's interested in that. And then again, this other mini flap bag, which is embellished with CCs all over. I'm sure it's beautiful in person, but price is definitely expensive. Boy bag, so this is that, you know, caramel pumpkin color that I was talking about. Actually, it's pretty nice on the boy bag just because of all the hardware that goes with it, but I'm not a fan otherwise of that color. The mini flap bag, okay, so they have these velvet ones. This is actually quite interesting because you can double strap it as well, which is nice, and it has this little medallion hanging off of it. Camellia stitching. With this color, I don't know, it looks a little bit off with this coloring. Like, I love a mustard color. I think it's very flattering for South Asian skin tones. Like, we look really nice with this color, so I think it'll look good on, like, it'll look good on us, okay? But I don't know, just looking at it right now, it reminds me of dissecting the omentum, which is like a tissue that covers your digestive system, and it's like made of like ligaments and fat and everything from an anatomy class. That's what it reminds me of, but I don't know, I'd have to see it in person. But I think as a bag, like, that's under 5K. I think, look at the hardware on it, and you can double strap it. It is velvet, but it's very, very, like, look at all the stitching, like, on it. Like, it is really nice. I think this comes in navy blue as well. So, because I saw a photo on Instagram. So, definitely look into this. Maybe even dark pink too. Look into this. Mini evening bag. Honestly, I'd say this looks like a limited edition piece, and it's not priced like a limited edition piece. I'm assuming this is really small, but it's just like a little, it just looks like a little compact. I don't know what you'd fit in there. But it is very, very cute, very sweet, and very reminiscent of the collection. These reissues, mini reissues, have been really hot, especially the rose gold. Some of you have sent me photos that you were able to get this, and that's so cute. That's so nice. They do metallic reissues. Like, there was a gold one that they did last season and a rainbow one, which were really nice. The gold one I had purchased and then returned like the next day because I realized I already have so many gold bags, but then I ended up buying another gold bag, so I don't know. But it was a really nice bag. I wish I didn't return it, but the rose gold is really nice if you're into that. And then again, they have these other small flap bags with the adjustable straps. 19. This one's really interesting too, and I think this strap is also adjustable. I don't know. I've heard. I don't know. It looks like it is. I don't know. I'd have to see. But this thick chain, like, I really like that detail. I think it would be more comfortable to wear on your shoulder. There's no pocket on the back. But again, lots of like chunky hardware, which is really nice. It's always nice to have lots of hardware on your bags. So that is also one that I'd consider. This bucket bag with the Shearling is really cute, but not something I'd buy. So Black Reissue, if anybody's looking for it. Very understated, very nice. We come into the cocoa handles, so this is done in calfskin. Okay, so usually cocoa handles are done in caviar. That's a reason why they are popular, because people are afraid of smooth leathers. And I think there's a lambskin version of this too, which is not shown on the site. Now, the thing with this one, which is really special, is it has these crystals all over the handle, which is very pretty. But I'm just thinking about how comfortable that would be to hold by the handle. And I know a lot of people like to carry this top handle just because the strap is too short. So it's a very formal bag. And then the oils from your hands would kind of make those crystals dingy and cloudy. So I'm not sure how that will pan out, but this is a really nice color, that dark silver in contrast with the yellow gold. This Tweed Mini, again, great for a price point, like very pretty tweed. I've even seen a photo of this in person too. Obviously not in person because the boutiques aren't open. Here's that navy flat bag, okay? This is a small. So that was a mini, the mustard was a mini, and this is a small, so maybe it's a little bit bigger. Again, you can double strap it. Like, this is a really nice bag. With the detail and the velvet, it's very opulent. It's got like, you know, yellow gold hardware. It's got 4 grommets, so you can carry it double strap, single strap. You have the medallion hanging on it. I honestly think this is a really, really good buy. I think this is really nice. So definitely something I would consider. Another Tweed Mini flat bag. This vanity case people have been, you know, lusting after. It's quite boxy, and size, it's pretty decent. You can fit a lot, but you'd have to be comfortable with carrying, like, to carry this crossbody. I don't know how that would, you know, end up because it's so bulky, right? But carrying a top handle is really, really cute. They have beautiful greens this collection as well. And this is a seasonal flat bag. Look at that buckle, okay? It has, I don't know if the stone is real or if it's just plastic. I'm assuming it'll be plastic. But it is really nice, very luxe looking, very different. And what else? Chocolate brown. So it's not quite maroon. I'd have to really see it in person because sometimes colors don't show up in photos as well. I can see how somebody would really like that, but not something I'd add to my collection. Another thing I've noticed, seasonal colors are being introduced on larger bags. So jumbo, this is a large, so it's the jumbo, that what we call it. And this is in that burgundy color. Burgundy is an amazing color to have and use. This one's also made in France, supposedly, because usually larger bags like jumbos, when they were really popular, were always made in Italy. You'll maybe come across one large size or maxi size made in France, depending on production dates. But most of the time, the larger bags, because they were so popular, were outsourced to Italy factories. This is made in France. I guess because they're not making as many jumbos, because they weren't as popular. Everybody was going for the medium in the last couple of years. And they weren't introducing seasonal colors on larger bags because they weren't as popular. So they're coming out with the larger classic flaps in seasonal colors, and we're seeing that this season. I've seen photos for Cruise 2022, and they're doing the seasonal colors in maxi and jumbo. So big bags are definitely back because they weren't doing that in the last couple of years. And not saying that mini bags are gonna go. I think a trend will be to wear a very small, tiny bag with your larger bag and put like your card and some cash in the tiny bag, like have it like as like a coin purse on your body, and then have a larger bag. And yeah, I think that's it. Another thing to also note is apparently they are introducing, well, they've introduced quotas in different countries, but classic flaps are supposedly going to be harder to obtain from the boutique because there's just going to be ordering less of them. I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll find out more about this, but this is what I've heard, that it'll be harder to get a classic flap from the boutique, as if it wasn't hard already. Like, if you want a black classic flap, it's hard to get from boutique. Like they don't sometimes have them, you have to wait. But yeah, I don't know what they're trying to do with that, but let's see. There also is a white this season as well. This light pink and that's again from last season. That's what I was telling you, right? They are trickling in bags from last season. But there is a white this season. There is also a dove gray, which they're not showing on this handbag page. So some of these, yeah, some of these are from last season and they're not current. So I don't know what they're doing. Oh, there's this little, again, this nudie beige color, which is really, really nice. I would love this color in a classic flap or in a cocoa handle, but now that I have a cocoa handle in the white iridescent, I don't see a need for me to get other colors because white just takes the place for all pastel colors when you're going to wear it, so it's a lot more versatile. But of course, I mean, if somebody gave me this, I wouldn't say no. Okay, so I think that's done for handbags. Yeah, let's go to other categories. Small leather goods. Okay, so small leather goods is also a very popular category, especially because of like the tiny bag, you know, sort of phase that we're all having. But there's a lot of tiny mini bags that are small leather goods. So they have, of course, like these priced available on request, these embellished bags that are embellished images of the Chateau de Chenonceau. And, you know, again, very iconic to the collection. I mean, I'd love to have one of those, right? This is a little bit of a controversial thing because, well, first thing is that this is over $2 grand, and it's not like they haven't done mini bags that are over $2 grand before, okay? This is essentially a thinner version. They've made the wallets thinner, so it's literally a coin purse. They've added a little top handle and a long strap. It is so cute. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with anybody who wants to get this, but if you're looking at this as like an entry-level piece, I would say no, don't do it. Save up a little bit more, get yourself a wallet on chain or perhaps even a mini bag. Don't get this as your first piece. But if you have other pieces in your collection and you want one of these, go for it. It's really, really nice. I'm sure these have been flying off the shelves. This comes in so many colors, like green, there's black, of course, and then there's like the burgundy color as well. And I'm sure they have dark pink and gray, I think they also have as well. It's just not shown on the site. Really, really cute. Like you can put your cards in there, maybe some cash, and you're good to go. You have it on your body, and hey, you can wear it with a larger bag. But yeah, I just think it's funny how they keep making these bags smaller and smaller. So a bag or a mini bag is a small leather good with a strap attached to it, and they charge an arm and a leg for it because of the strap. And they're just making them smaller and smaller and smaller. And it's like, okay, so where does it end? Okay, there's this jewel card holder. I mean, yeah, because it's got the metal on the sides. That's why it's really expensive. And then again, I think the strap is adjustable. Again, $3 grand. But you know, you do you if you want that. This is really cute too. Flap card. This is a little bit more expensive. It's just like a very cute thing. Like it's like a little change purse. Like it's got more, you know, room in it. They're doing these bracelets on these little clutches as well. That would be really cute if you're going to like a little party. This seems a little bit more versatile, but I mean, still over $3 grand. Probably can't put a car key in there because it's sectioned off. But it's really cute if you want to wear it on your wrist and then go to like a party and you just have like your cards and your cash and it looks like jewelry. It is very pretty and, you know, people will buy it. They have these small vanities, and these again have that adjustable strap. I'm pretty sure these have flown off the shelves already. And what else? These long combs. I'm not really a fan of the long shape of those, but I know some people like them. Again, they also have this flat coin purse with the adjustable strap that I mentioned when we were discussing handbags in this beautiful nude color, beige color. I really, really like that. And they've also got wallet on chain with an adjustable strap, but again, that's like $4 grand. This looks like a mess. These aren't attachable. I don't think so. But it's just the utility aspect of it. I mean, go for it if you like. Okay, so these small vanities, they've attached a top handle to it because people like that little top handle. And I think it's really cute. It looks like it'll fit a lot more, obviously. Like it's going to have... Is that like a lipstick holder on the inside? It's like sectioned off. See that there? Or is that the tag? No. I don't know. If anybody has this, is it sectioned off so you can stick in a little lipstick? Because that would be really cute. Or if that's just the tag. But this is that gray color, which is really, really, really sweet. Very, very light, very beautiful. And yeah, so definitely the gray I would consider. I'd consider the mini bag, but I just think it's like stupid money for what it is. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't, like, I mean, I don't have very many small leather goods, and in terms of mini bags, I've refused to purchase mini bags before. Anything that doesn't fit my phone, I'm not buying. But I do have actually, and I'll share it with you in another video, a mini bag, but it actually holds a lot more. So just not your phone, but it holds a lot more. So it's not that tiny bag, and yeah, I purchased that, and I'll share that with you soon. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, you've got the caramel colors. Like, there's nothing really else to see here. Okay, and then going back to costume jewelry. Costume jewelry I was excited for, but the prices on these pieces they're expensive. Like, I mean, they're very opulent, very fancy, lots of beautiful pieces in this collection, but the price is insane. So for instance, this here, this has these extra, you can apparently hook your AirPods to the end, like kind of like the ends of a shoelace, so which is very now, but then in the future maybe we won't have AirPods and we'll have something else. But it's still, I mean, it's still workable without the AirPods, but you know, the fact that they've incorporated technology in a very like Renaissance theme is kind of cool. But let's go to costume jewelry, and there were a few pieces that I did like, but price is just insane. So yeah, price available on request. Here's that Airpods holder thingy that they have. They also have another version too. Just like very stunning. I really love it. The choker, this is really nice with the little CCs with little diamantes on it. Like, that is really pretty. And choker, and it comes in like a silver too. Okay, that's kind of cool. And the AirPods case, like $3,300 for an AirPods case, but I'm sure they have lots of clients that are willing to buy that. I really love these earrings. These are really nice chandelier type of earrings, and these are $2,000. No, thank you. Yeah, another AirPods holder. So it's got that choker and then the long tassel. So I think they go over your ear. And then you have the or they go under and then you wear them, so it kind of is like a chain, which is really neat. And these are pretty too, actually, but these are $1,050, but they are pretty. I hope they're large enough, but I do like that. That is really nice. What else? These are quite nice. These are reasonable for $550. I think the CCs are really small on this, by the looks of it, but these are really pretty. Classic sort of shape, but it has a little bit of that Metiers touch to it. These earrings, actually, these are the earrings that I really like. I really love those. Those are really pretty. I would definitely love those earrings. Still expensive, $1,500, but yeah, no. If somebody was to give me those, then that's fine. These are actually for a dangle earring, $785, not bad for Chanel. And some people have, I think those have sold out because a lot of people like those. And these are these very elaborate like bib necklaces, kind of like reminiscent of like body armor. True collectors, avid Chanel fans are gonna really like that. These earrings are definitely hot. The Chanel studs have been popular, they've been Rev, but this has like the earring jacket sort of vibe to it, kind of like Dior, so really nice. And I really like this necklace. I don't know how, I think this is a really long one, but this is really pretty to wear, and it has 3 CC motifs on it. Very, very pretty details. I really like that. And moving along, these are actually pretty nice studs too. $535. That's really nice. I really like that. And what else? These were popular again. Price point for studs. You get 2 CCs on them. Really nice. And these earrings are very pretty. Somebody had asked me if I knew that they had these here. Apparently Canada didn't order this color, but Canada apparently ordered this color in these long sort of earrings, which are very pretty. And what else? Yeah, it's no doubt the jewelry is really nice, but it's just the price is expensive for the jewelry. Other accessories, I know some people have like shown, like they have those hats. They don't have it on the Canadian site, but they have lots of gloves, and then they have this checker set, which is just, I mean, definitely a collector's piece, like, you know, but I'm sure there's people that are buying those. Shoes, open shoes, these shoes with like an arch, the arch where it's open on the inside of your foot. I don't typically do well with shoes like that, because then when I walk I feel like my foot slides out and it's not very stable, so I wouldn't really recommend those, but some people can really pull those off. They have these pumps that are made out of satin, and again, you know, a round toe, I don't know about that. I mean, I'm sure it's really cute, but I don't really find that flattering on me. This sort of heel with the Chanel on the back definitely will be popular. And then they also have that sort of trumpet heel, very similar to Minamwadi. I really like this pearl detail on these shoes. I'm assuming that they might dig in to the top of your foot, and the top of your foot isn't very fleshy, so, or your ankle, so I don't know how comfortable that would be to walk around in, but definitely very pretty. I think they have a flat version as well. I didn't anticipate them doing dad sandals for this collection, but they have, and I mean, I always thought dad sandals were pretty ridiculous, but it's not that I don't like the style. The style I definitely recommend, because it does support your foot when you walk, obviously. But then to pay that amount of money for dad sandals when you can buy Birkenstocks or other shoes, you know, but if you want the Chanel version, you do you, right? That's fine. This is really, really cute. This is really nice with the pearls. Definitely, yeah, really, really nice. But I just don't know how the pearls would feel. They're open on both sides, so your foot can kind of slide in and out if you don't have the right sizing. That's a very pointy toe, so if you have larger, wider feet like I do, you're gonna have to probably experiment with sizing to see what's the best fit. They also have these combat boots that are back. I don't think they really went up in price. This is in the denim. I think they have it in a houndstooth print as well, and I have seen photos of the black coming around. I think they've made them Rev. So not a houndstooth print, sorry, this checkered print, which is really interesting. Very season specific to this collection. And yeah, these are the boots that I thought that were really cool. I don't know how comfortable these are, but again, I like, because it's open on the sides, so you'll have to wear like, either you'd have to wear no-show socks to show the skin, or wear socks. I don't know how that will work out, but it's really nice that they have that. I don't think that Chanel on the back is detachable though. This boot is really, really pretty with the pearls on the front. Very nice for an evening out in the winter. Obviously there shouldn't be any snow because these are stretch suede and you don't want to get it ruined. But this would be really nice with like stockings and wearing it with like a dress, and you have that pearl detail. I really, really, really do like these. And there's a zip up on the back, and yeah, very, very flattering, I think, for ready to wear. Right? I mean, I love, like, look at this pink jacket. I won't go through all the ready to wear. I'm not going to be buying anything from this collection because it is just, it's expensive. I don't even want to look at the price, but doesn't hurt to admire from afar. But it's just the ready to wear. Like, this jacket is so beautiful, this tweed jacket, and a lot of like their shirts and skirts, really, really lovely. I mean, it's just, yeah, really stunning. And if someone was to buy me this, I'm not gonna, obviously I'm not gonna say no, right? So yeah, definitely loving the ready to wear in this collection. Very wearable. These belts are really, really nice. Just absolutely stunning. So yes, very nice collection. Lots of wearable pieces, despite it being very opulent. Lots of wearable pieces, wearable colors. I'm sure a lot of the hot items have been sold out, but just check nonetheless. So yeah, I'm not planning on purchasing anything from this collection. It's not that I don't like anything, it's just I have other contenders that I could wear, so I don't really need to sub in any more pieces. But that's just my impression and what I think would be good candidates for your next purchase. And if you like this sort of video and you like the discussion, I know it's a little bit long, but sometimes there's details that I bring up, and if you like hearing those things, that's great. So like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.